Hello and welcome back. Now let's take a look at what's happening on the covers of the dailies this morning. We're joined by Mr. Oluwaseyi Adeyemo. He is publisher Inside Watch Africa. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, and I feel good sitting with this beautiful lady.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Nice introduction.
Yes, of course.
Well, we have a few beautiful stories to look out for. We're going to start with the Daily Trust this morning, and it says here, Senate presidency, Akpabio, Yari scramble for PDP senators. I'm not sure if you've already come across the story this morning.
I mean, the story's been all over the place. Not this morning, because I had to get up very early to be here this morning. But the truth is, yes, and I've been discussing with friends. You see, one of the things I think we need to start to do in Nigeria is to be very upfront with gains. So the truth is, when you get to sit in such office, there are sort of, spoils around it, the goodies around the office and all of that. And people say, oh, but we thought it's meant to be for Nigerians and all of that. And I said, yes. What we need to develop is to find a way of demanding from those who occupy public office, how their performance, you must be able to judge, you must be able to say, okay, they've done well, they've contributed as we expect them to contribute. But when you shy away from the fact that public office naturally comes with its spoils, I think it's not the way to go. So yes, we've talked about hierarchy, we've talked about the fact that, we need to sort of zone this to a particular part of Nigeria and all of that. And some people say, oh no, it has to be, we must look at performance, we must look at the quality the person brings on board and all of that. But all of that, as far as I'm concerned, must be properly juggled in a way that everybody gets to see that, okay, this person gets this because it is to the benefit of all of us at the end of the day.
So it does seem to be a similar story, even on the cover of the Guardian. It says here, we're still talking Senate presidency negotiations, intense lobbying among contenders as NWC meets. What sort of strategy do you think is at play presently?
Okay, I mean, again, do you know that for the president, for instance, the president-elect to have gotten into office, certain people worked, certain people did a lot of things, and certain negotiations had gone in. And so it is time for people to say, okay, fine, because we worked, we did this, this is what we will do. And some people will have the kind of legitimacy other people would not have because they contributed more in terms of sticking out their neck, doing all the work, rolling up their sleeve and all of that, yes. And some people have experience, they've been around there for a while, they've been able to prove themselves in the way they've done things. This is the time all of those things will come to play. There's relationship. Some people obviously have been there for a while and they've been able to build certain alliances, and that will come to play as well. So whether we like to know, anywhere in the world, all of these things are critical factors that people consider to have people. If you don't know anybody, it would not be safe for you to have them come work with you or put them in strategic or very sensitive position. It's logical all over the world. That's the way it plays. Even in America, where we have them as our mirror.
Okay, so let's talk about the Punch. Let's go through the front pages of the Punch newspaper. And here, making the headlines here, we see Tinubu's victory. Legal battle begins Monday as tribunal hears petitions. We also have APC expresses readiness, says it is aware of hearing dates, and PDP Atiku will emerge victorious. Legal team tells Nigerians. Let's quickly touch on this briefly, and then this particular story, which I would really like you to focus a little on, is the evacuated Nigerians stranded at the Egypt border, and what Bajabiamila, ordering the probe on it. And let's hear first of the legal battle.
Okay, legal battle, I mean, it's obvious because, the only way to come to ask for any form of justice is through the legal way. So yes, we're all expecting that he'll go through that all. And both sides have said, oh, we're ready. We have all the necessary evidence to show that, okay, we won, you didn't win, and all of that. It's the natural thing. And I'm not surprised that everyone is coming forward, because at the end of the day, until judgment is given, everybody feels that, I won. Oh, yes, you didn't win, and this is my reason. These are the reasons why I feel I've won. So, I'm very, very eager to sit back and watch how this will play out, and we're very sure that we have brilliant lawyers in Nigeria, and as people will say, this is their time to also show their own brilliance and how well they're able to do their job. So yes, I'm looking forward to the battle.
So quickly on the stranded Nigerians, there's been a lot of controversy that has trailed, the student crisis and Nigerians being stranded at the border. Here it's saying evacuated Nigerians stranded at Egypt's border, and we've heard stories, we've had reports from the Nigerians being stranded, and we've also heard from Abike Dabiri, who's in charge of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. So can you quickly touch on this probe that Bajamiale?
I think it's critical, and I think it's unfortunate that we do not understand that there's a connect between us wanting people to come and invest in Nigeria and being ready to welcome them or treat them well on the outside. So you have Nigerians now stranded. I mean, most people from all over the world had reasons to be there. You had people working in British Council in Sudan, people working in BBC in Sudan, and a host of things. But at the end of the day, whenever the need to evacuate that people comes, they are very quick to do it. It is unfortunate that, again, we're dropping the ball. And you see all this trading of blames and all that, for me, is not the thing we need to be doing. We need to try and find out where are we getting it wrong, because at the end of the day, whatever we do or how we treat our people,
would have an effect on us.
Yes, you were talking about a story earlier. The reason why they would treat us the way they treat us is because they notice the way we treat ourselves.
Exactly.
So if you go to Ghana and Ghanaians are looking at you in a particular way, they've read and seen stories and seen the way you have treated your people. If you carry your people on the head and give them so much value.
Exactly, like what the Americans did, and then other countries
you'll be cautious the way you treat them. I like to come, before I know you want me to stop now. When you go to Yaba and you see my brother saying, oh, come and buy things, there's a way they grab at certain people and the way they grab at other people. It is the way you carry and present yourself that other people treat you.
I agree with you.
I was actually going to say, carrying your people on top of your head, like the way you said. I was going to touch on this issue of passports. It's on the cover of The Nation. It says here, Senate probes passports renewal issuance delays. Now, we've had reports back and forth about what could be the reason for the delays, from security concerns to the type of paper being used, or how to get it back into the country safely. So what do you think the delay could be?
By now, we should have a printing press that can print security documents. I think it's even out of place for us to continue to print our international passport out of here. And if we're going to do it, we must do it in a way that we don't even know about it. Because at the end of the day, why should everybody know about it? It's because there's a problem. Because these are very, very top secret and top security matters that should be kept like that, exclusive news for very exclusive people. But because everybody is going through the pain, if you want to do your renewal of passport right now, you know what you're going to go through. I've had people travel from Lagos to wherever, Ondo, and
because I was told Ondo, I was like, really?
I
remember even when I wanted to do a change of name some time back, I had to go all the way to Abuja. And I felt, it's really tedious on Nigerians. The average Nigerian is...
They can't afford it.
Yes.
And you want to renew your passport and you have to fly all the way to Abuja to do... Why? So those are critical things that we need. I'm very, very hopeful that the new government that is coming, I'm one of those who believe that, we would see a couple of changes. And because these things are... For me, they should be walk in the park where we just tick those boxes, and because those are very vital and critical things, and they rub on the quality of our life at the end of the day.
Yes. Well, Adamawa's story has been, everywhere. Everyone's been talking about it. We're getting a lot of reports, since the governorship election in Adamawa State. And here we have on The Nation, Adamawa police quiz detain wreck. INEC officials. And here on the riders, we have Yunusa Ari gives self up at Force headquarters, says, I have no regrets.
I think I should clap for the police, because again, would have cases like that, and it would just disappear. We would all say, oh, it will come, and he will never come. So the fact that they've arrested him or he gave himself up, it's good, because it shows that whenever you do things wrongly, you would get reprimanded, and that would help to sort of serve as a deterrent to whoever want to do stuff like that going forward. So I'm excited that he's been arrested or he had given himself up, but bottom line is,
he's in police custody.
we have to say a big thank you to you for taking out time. Your schedule must be so hectic, but thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. It's always a pleasure to
for joining
contribute
us.
that little bit.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, he is a publisher inside Watch Africa, and it's great to have him on the couch with us.